What's up, guys? Just want to do a daily recap again. Start probably doing this every day. Hopefully, my son stays asleep through this. But let's go ahead and get started. Start on ES like always. We had the sell off right here. We had the nice buy-in at open, right before open. We opened right here where we kind of had like a weird, super weird wick. But if you go to the hour, I'm telling you guys, 15-minute hour supply and demand on ES is printing right now. Here's your supply right here. Came back, told everyone in my pre-market video, if we happen to recover here, they're gonna either wick it up to get liquidity and then drop it again. They want to trap people who think, to go long thinking the inflation data and all that wasn't bad. The market loves it, blah, 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 blah. Didn't wick it, but man, had crazy good news. Had my first XPX put here, believe my second XPX put here, and also got a SPY put from another trader that I took the trade. Had to close it up before I picked my son up at that VWAP rejection. But overall, man, that was a crazy move. Um, even on the 15-minute right here, here's your supply and demand. Even a small one, we came back down here, we based, we popped up. We could have taken another call right here. If it wasn't this, if it wasn't bad data right there, I probably would have taken that call. That was a pretty solid move. You drop it to the lower time frame. Look at it, it came down, test that area where we probably didn't have enough liquidity for people to buy in, come back out here, test it again, push it all the way up. Crazy moves up and down all day. We eventually made it back down to a, kind of a big higher time frame support here, and end of day you could have taken a nice little call. Came back down here, nice push up. NQ was definitely weaker of the bunch. We didn't make it all the way back up there, but you could play NQ based on ES. The fall was a little bit more heavier. Same thing. We did come out of it was a 3-hour demand right here. Look at that. Pre-market, we're 3-hour right here. 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejections. If these would have happened, man, every day at 9 o'clock, we're rejecting that supply. If these happened during market hours, we're printing. But look at that. Demand here, pushed up. We're just going back and forth. We're just ranging. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. Nice intraday plays. That rejection, we didn't make it all the way up there today. But tech was a little weaker. Definitely noticed it took Apple to finally fall off. Microsoft was weak. Nvidia was red. Microsoft was red. Tesla was red. Facebook was red. All these stocks were red. And Apple, SPY was green. So I was like, it's just a matter of time until Apple turns around and just destroys it. Apple, I've been showing this pre-market, this 152 daily support. We had a nice bounce off of it. Came up to a daily supply right here. Look at this. Perfect. That's all you guys need. It's pretty simple. Market's simple. You just need time. You just need patience. That's the main thing you need. But look at this. Once it broke that 152, look at that. Here, not strong. If this bounce is strong, it'd break the previous swing high. We didn't break it, so that bounce is weak. I need another color. That bounce is weak. If we break it, the bounce is strong. You can tell weak bounce. We had another weak bounce where we were able to break previous swing high. We go in the lower time frame. Bounce off 152. Were we able to break that previous swing high? No. Weak bounce. Boom. Down to 152. Of course, this happened during lunchtime for me where I had to pick up my son. So, definitely missed a lot of moves. I got 152. Break of 152 all the way on 146. Woo! AMD. Charted this for someone. We just had an hour. Well, First off, AMD, I play basically on support and resistance. 192, previous support here, support there, broke through, resistance, 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 came up again, resistance, resistance. Finally broke over on earnings. What do we do over earnings? Support, 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 broke through 92. What happened? Resistance. So, I was using that 92 as a kind of a mental number. Had this 1 hour right here. Move that circle. 1 hour supply, huge sell off. I mean, we went from 92 all the way down to 85. We just want to catch half that move and we're good. So we came back up here. Unfortunately, it was all about timing on this play. Really, if we would have held throughout the day, would have been good. That was the play I really wanted. We got in right here, but our took a while to get back because we had these weird pop-ups, weird random pop-up right there. AMD kind of stayed strong. Not the best stock to short today, but we went from what was it 1.06 average all the way down. I think it closed at 2. Still a super super cool good win. Tesla waiting for that bounce. We finally broke below that daily demand. I don't know where Tesla's going anymore. But like I said, bounces off the daily demands. We have to break that previous high right here. Did we break that previous high on that demand? No. So we're still making higher lows. The trend is down. Eventually, look, we did bounce again and open. Could have taken calls there. Nice little boom, nice little 6% move. Tesla's premiums are crazy high, so I'm not even really looking at Tesla. But look, we finally broke through. Came down, actually retested perfectly. Drop. Facebook told my charting group that I'm privately in. I was like, Facebook's gap. We had alert. If you guys get my trading view alerts, we had alert gap fill. Facebook looks so weak today. This was leading the way down. We had, we've taken calls. I think 2 calls off this demand right here from the hour demand right here. Look at this. Boom. Hour demand. Wait for that price to come back here. Look at that. Boom. Nice move right there. I'm saying boom a lot. I don't really say that. 3% move in the stock. Could have taken it again here. Could have taken it again there. Eventually, look, where we getting lower? We're getting lower in this demand. Are we taking out previous swing highs? No, we're not. Swing high here, swing high here, swing high here. Getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Eventually, we break through. Also had that gap fill at 192.90. If you would have, so I'm just closing my computer. If you would have taken it from that gap fill, 3% down, 3% move to the downside. Microsoft's going to be very interesting. We hit this. We didn't do anything off that. Did we do anything off that? Off the demand? Kind of a weak bounce there. Gonna take it up, call it open. Not strong. Couldn't get over pre-market high. That's when the stock's weak. Your stock does not get over the pre-market high. You're weak. Broke through, but we had this broadening information on Microsoft. Oops, with a gap to the top. We have a higher time frame demand right here. I believe it's a monthly. There's your monthly rally, base rally. We finally broke below that 280, coming down. Nice broad information. Keep that on watch. See what happens there. Nvidia, 157, 140, 48 is probably the next stop. Definitely 147. They do have earnings coming up end of the month. That could be I love shorting semis after earnings. Make so much money. But nothing triggered me to Nvidia today. Possibly a kind of a 1 hour zone right here. Nothing crazy. Looked at Nvidia Square. I had a buddy take Square today. He did calls off kind of like an intraday demand we had here. And I told him, I'm like, when you're looking at supply and demand, you're so focused on, in the morning I looked, I showed this in the morning where, you know, AMD had this triangle forming, and I was so focused on what's going to happen at this 92 bounds. So if AMD, it's a battle between 92 and 100 right here with AMD, 92 100, and I was so focused on just this. Zoom all the way in, 92 bounce right there. We got that call, made a good 30%, but I was like, sometimes you have to zoom out. You got to zoom out. If I would have zoomed out, was that 30% call good, or was that 400 to 500% put better? Sometimes you gotta go zoom out, but like Square, I showed them this. I was like, Square, you just go your support here, resistance here, kind of support resistance. We're just ranging after earnings. Usually I don't like to play after earnings. We're just ranging back and forth until weak bounce off of it. You get in here, we just broke below a major support. You got in here for a little bounce. Really didn't, you zoom out, you're range bound. You broke the range to the below. We're not gonna like crazily go back up, unless they're faking out Square. But I mean, look what happened. Uh, what was the other place? SPX, AMD, XPX. Pretty simple day. Let's look at some other charts. Amazon getting close to where I want it. And Lucid's at 14. Look at Lucid from just the, you don't always play supply and demand. You can play trend breaks. Look at that trend, boom, down. Moderna, we had like a little tiny bounce from that demand there, but nothing good. Look at that play right here, the supply right here alone. Shorted from that supply. Oh my gosh. Look at it. 28% move. Wasn't looking at anything else. What is that? Roblox. Let's see what Roblox. Roblox had to hit something. You gotta look at where stocks reverse. Like, where does stock reverse? Let's look. Let's try to find the supply and demand. Got one here, possibly here. Kind of just reversed out of nowhere. Could be kind of this one. Drop, kind of base sideways here. Can't get a good time frame for it. I had this huge drop to the downside. Eventually came up, drop. That's pretty much Airbnb. I saw someone on TikTok or on Twitter get calls. I was like, I sent it to my buddy. I was like, look, why are they getting called? Why are they getting calls? BA, yeah, super strong off open. But look, you have a huge sell. VWAP off. Huge sell off. Look, you based for what? Hour and a half, 2 hours. Based for 2 hours. Dropped again. Came up there, rejected it once, back down. Ooh. And look, they got calls. Where they got calls? Right in here. You don't get calls in the supply. Boom, look at that. Man, that would have been a good 8% move to the downside. That's why I love supply and demand. Know where your entry is. entry right here. Could be in the middle. You could be in the middle. You could be like when it breaks below. Sometimes I like to take starter positions when we hit the box to the middle, to the top. Boom. What's that? Where's your stop loss? Just a little bit above the box. Sometimes they like to wick it. That's how it was yesterday. Boom. Stop loss. Where's my take profit? Sometimes I do 10%. Sometimes I do 20. VWAP's definitely one of the top. How it acts around VWAP. You can tell barely rejected it. Could have wrote that down. You put your EMAs on, and you ride those EMAs down. Stop down here. Take the win. Definitely watch tomorrow. Just the way the last 2 days have gone were very interesting to me. We had, big drops, big sells, but look how we've been reacting around VWAP. Just watch, see how many times we tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on a VWAP, and look where we finally broke through. Nice move to the downside. 55%. And then today, that's why I stayed in AMD. I wanted to keep averaging it down. I was just like, just watch. I was like, VWAP. We broke below once, but on the higher time frame, I think we wicked it. No, we closed. We definitely closed below VWAP, but I was like, looking like yesterday where we were testing VWAP, finally broke below, and look at that huge drop. We didn't catch a bounce in the zone, so I'm pretty surprised. But I did tell a couple people, watch maybe possible market reversal where you have that push up, in the demand. You don't want to buy, you don't want to buy puts down here. We bought puts up here. So I'm telling you, so much better risk to reward when you're buying puts up here. Stop loss, high a day. 2 days in a row. FOMC, this one. Simple, guys. You have the huge sell-off. Can we get back to pre-market high? Can we break that overnight high? No. Right here, pre-market high, FOMC. No, why are people going long at open on FOMC? We opened right here. Did we even get close to breaking pre-market high? No, weak. It's pretty much gonna do it for me. VIX started to cool off today. I kind of liked it, even though we fell pretty hard. VIX kind of came down too. I was showing. Look, I didn't take calls off of VIX because we had that 4-hour. Kind of have this 4-hour supply here. Get bounced in, but VIX is down to 32. Love to get back into 20s and below. Premiums will definitely be way better, but pretty much does it for me. And I'm telling you guys, supply and demand, game changer. I went from supply and demand. I rotated a flow, this, that, overcomplicated 20 indicators, algos, all this other stuff. But I keep reverting back to supply and demand because it makes sense. The market sells off here. Well, let's go. The market sells off strong here. No, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. The market sells off strong here. When we get back to the price, what do you think is going to happen again? Are they going to buy? No, they're going to sell it off again. But we are starting to get tighter and tighter, so some of these supply and demands will break. But that's going to do it for me. Telling you guys, education. If you guys don't understand a play, I write my plays up every day. Definitely send me a message. Be like, hey, Excalibur, why'd you get in this play? Why'd you choose this play over this play? And I'll give you my write up. I write it all up for my mentorship group, and just ask for it. You got to learn something new every day. Always learn. Appreciate you guys.